Willie D Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, you don't ask for help, but you'll rather keep messing up instead of saying, hey, Willie, it's like you got a podcast. If I was entertaining the thought of a podcast, why wouldn't I call you and say, hey, man, how did you start? Give me some game. Instead of me going out here losing money, trying to do this, trying to do that. You know, it's okay to ask people, man. It's okay, but guess what? That's something we don't do amongst each other, man. You know why? Because I want to be Superman. I did it myself. I used to tell my baby brothers, I say, hey, man, it's like you rebel against me because of what I got going on. And he would say something like, well, you know, you got yours, I got to get mine. And I used to tell him, but if I went 300 miles to get to the destination, but I can give you some direction that can get you there in 50 miles, why not take the shorter route, son? Because I went there first and I know my mistakes and my errors. And now he gets it. You follow me? Mm-hmm. But a lot of time it just come from, man, you have to be teachable, man. You got to want to learn. And I remember my pastor said something one day. He said, if everybody in your circle look up to you, you in the wrong circle, man. You got to have a circle where you look up to somebody. Think about everybody in your circle looking up to Willie. Well, who Willie look up to? You got to have somebody you look up to for motivation and stuff too, man. Right. Somebody that inspire you. And that's what we don't do as a community, man. We'll rather bump our head 20 times instead of going to get some help. Like when I got into the house game, I went to a few of my partners, man, let's put some money together. Let's do this together. I know other people do this shit in hidden grand slams. But no, everybody want to do it individually. It takes us that much longer to get there, man. When we can take less money, meaning less risk, and do it together. Might be less profit, but that's okay. Because if we put a small amount in and it's 4 or 5 of us, as opposed to one of us trying to do a big project by himself, think about it. They go back to that crab in the bucket, man. Every time one of us get out there and pull them down, man. That's just the way that's our culture, man.
You know, going. Well, it's part of our culture. It's not all of it. It's not all. You know.
I didn't say all.
Yeah, because yeah, I get you though. I mean, I get what you said. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Mm-hmm. You know, I be taking these words literally, man. A lot of times. You know, but you know, going back to what you were saying about the not asking questions, man, not asking questions. I know I made a lot of mistakes not asking questions.
Right. Me as well.
Yeah. The thing about, that's why I say women make less mistakes, I do believe, because one thing about a woman, she gonna get on that phone before she do anything. She gonna call around, she gonna call her friends, girls and male, about females and males. She gonna call and get as much advice as she can get. Now, she, at the end of the day, she might still go totally opposite, in the opposite direction.
But she got the advice.
But she gonna at least get the advice so she can weigh her options.
There you go.
Us, men, one thing that I was in the store this couple years ago, walking down the aisle, and these youngsters who work in the store, a couple of young black guys, they couldn't have been more than, 19, 20, 21 or somewhere up in there. And then one of them said, hey, excuse me, what kind of cologne is that you're wearing? And I was taken aback because I was like, oh man, we getting somewhere, because that's something I would have never asked another man that I did, especially a man that I didn't know.
No, right on.
I would have never asked that question, at that age. But that youngster asked, I said, he gonna be all right.
Right, that's right.
He gonna be all right, because he was not afraid to ask, and he received. I gave him the answer. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is, because I don't need I don't need to be walking around the room while y'all try to smell smelling like I'm smelling, because I be smelling good and stuff,
Okay.
But yeah, but anyway, yeah. To your point, man, you're right on time with that statement.
Yeah, because see, I was raised the dumbest question is the one you don't ask. You don't ask. You gotta ask, man. And like I said, in our society, like they got it set up now where these young kids want to be rappers, entertainers, and ball players. I talk to kids at Kip Collegiate School down in Fulton County, and I inform them kids like when I rehab a house, man, I got an electrician told me he made $250,000 on the side, leaving his job, coming to do work for me. So he made $250,000 being a master electrician. So it's a lot of more things to do, man. And then you know this, you former entertainer, you know that window is real narrow, man. And
Yeah.
every kid you see now, bro, that's all they want. I want to rap. I want to rap. Man, it's so much more to life. And then like this industry, man, I don't know, to be honest. And I said this before I lost my son. I don't know if this shit a gift or a curse, man. To be honest. When you sit back and you look at it, the way these deals set up, how they structure, who really win? Who really win? In the end. Yeah, we get the upfront money, but what about the publishing money, man? What about that long bread? What about that generational wealth? Then they go sprinkle a few companies out here that say we'll buy your publishing for some money. But when you look at it long term, man, like, is it a gift or a curse to be in this industry? This industry, man, have drove more people crazy, have made more people commit suicide, have turned people into huge drug addicts and stuff because of the pressures and the stress that go with it. It's not for the weak. If you weak-minded, man, this entertainment game will eat you up and spit you back out, man, and go on to the next one. I remember years ago, was in a barbershop one day, and Barry Sanders retired. It came up on the TV. Everybody was like, man, Barry Sanders retired. You know, he's still throwing that rock. You running that ball. Old man said something I'll never forget, and it impacted my life. He said, make no difference if Barry retired or not. They still gonna kick off at 1 o'clock every Sunday. And that's just the reality of life.
Mm-hmm.
You can be hot right now. You can walk away from the game. It's so many more to step right in, man. Think about it. And now our culture is like, we want something we think easy. Where there's no sacrifice, there's no reward. One of my buddies told me a while back, he said, this new generation, they want everything microwave ready. They don't want to put no work in. They don't understand the concept the day you plant the seed ain't the day the flower grow. They don't understand that. They want everything right now, and if you don't give it to them, they literally out here willing to die for it because they're supposedly take it. But they come from them broken homes, man. Kid going home, ain't nobody at home, man. You follow me? So they think the streets love them. And you know just as well as I know, ain't no love in these streets, man. So if I had to say anything, man, like, stay positive. Be careful who you choose to be around. And it's okay to say no, man. It's a lot of peer pressure going on. When I go in them schools and talk to them kids, they dealing with a lot of peer pressure. They seeing their partners do stuff. And, like, these kids ain't even about their life. And next thing you know, man, they caught up in something and they serving life. Or they got a 10 or they got a 20. It's so rough in Atlanta, man, where, man, the judicial system, man, starting out with dubs, 20s. You go to trial, you might get a 30. It's just the way of the world, man, and like, that's why, like, I try to use platforms like this, man, and let these young generations know, man, hey, man, listen, man. It's okay to get your education, man. It's okay to get you a job. It's okay to get you a trade. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't rap, man. Everybody can't throw a football. Everybody can't score a touchdown. Everybody can't slam dunk. You gotta find your niche. You gotta focus and stay there, man.
Man, to be straight up, bro, if I would have known that hip hop was going to turn into what it is, well, let me just put it like this. If I had came up in this era, if I was coming up in this era right here, I would not choose hip hop. And the reason being is that it's a hazardous job.
Right on.
That's number one. It's hazardous, but too many people can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Too many people do it now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying well, but they do it.
That's right.
When I was coming up, you know, hip hop was something you had to be bad boy to be.
It was exclusive.
To get up in there and be bad and be heard and make a difference.
Yeah.
You had to be a bad boy.
That's right.
You know, or a bad girl.
Right.
You know, now it's like, man, like this is why everybody think that they can do it. The door's wide open. Anybody, like literally everybody and their mama and daddy and their grandma because of hip hop. You know, we got elderly people who are who used to rap. So now we got elderly people rapping. So everybody, their mama, daddy, and grandmama and granddaddy is rapping now.
Rapping them. That's right.
You can go into a household now and see 3 generations of rap.
And that's unheard of, man.
Yeah. So I wouldn't necessarily say it would be a knock if it was, you know, if it hadn't sunk to the level that it's sunk into, because ain't nobody complaining about 3 generations of singers.
Right.
You know, so you know, it's all entertainment or whatever, but you know, it's just the level of the competitiveness it's gone down. And,
it's gone.
And I liked hip hop. What drew me to hip hop was the competitive nature.
It's watered down now.
And I liked it because, you know, it seemed like something that everybody couldn't do.
It was rare. Like it was exclusive. You know, like back when you were doing, like, bro, like me as a fan, how they do that?
Right.
How they think of this stuff and make it rhyme? Like, I stand in the mirror and try, and I couldn't get nothing.
Right.
So like it was like, but this God-given talent. Now I ride down the street, I listen to music, Willie. I be like, how this make the radio?
Right.
And then a lot of times I be like, okay, the beat sound good, but the lyrics ain't talking about nothing. It's no relevance. You know, like when I was coming up, it was relevance in the music, man. Whether it was R&B or rap, the music had a message in it. Like I listen to R&B now, man, that's 40, 50 years old, but it still got a message in it. You follow me?
Yeah.
So like say like, it's just watered down now, man. It's watered down.
Yeah. Man, what kind of kid was Quan growing up?
Shy.
Yeah.
Real shy, man. Real shy kid, man. Real shy. Played baseball. Real shy, quiet, out the way. Quan was very artistic. He could draw real good, man. Had a beautiful penmanship too, man. Man, like penmanship was beautiful. Like could draw. I thought maybe it was gonna be a artist. Like could draw, man. Like beautiful, man.
Do we have any drawings?
He probably got some stuff that he did in school, but nothing when he was old.
You thinking about doing anything with it?
I don't even know. I would have to ask his mom.
Yeah.
But I mean, like penmanship, I mean, could draw, man. I ain't talking about tracing that. I'm talking about could draw. Like just, man, he was a good kid. He ain't get no problems. He ain't hang with the wrong crowd. He wasn't bad, man. You know, I had a few bumps in the road when he became a teenager, but overall, man, wasn't never disrespectful, wasn't never, you know, rambunctious. Just a good kid, man, because he had love on both sides, man. Quan was loved, man.